All right, welcome to the Eddy Echo Show. I'm here with Shane Weisman.
Eddie, how are you?
Good, man. What's going on?
Not much.
So we were just kind of restraining from conversation because this is the first time that we've actually met officially. But I've heard a bunch of your work before, and I actually saw you perform the other night at a backyard concert out by the lake.
Yep.
Really awesome setting, all acoustic. Nature all around, kind of like tucked back in the woods.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed your set, and
Bro,
I reached out to you on Insta, and here we are.
Bro, that was fun. I've seen you play before, though.
Really?
It was the rooftop at the old Jane's Hideaway downtown.
On Printer's Alley.
Ashley Walls.
Ashley Walls is a friend
Didn't
of
she
mine.
used to run around up there? Remember that?
Yeah, I love Ashley. She's good people.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
can't
sure.
believe we hadn't met before. Like
No.
we have so many mutual friends, and I've heard your name and heard your
Yeah, I
work and
knew your
everything, but we
name.
just kind of never really got to meet. And
Mm-hmm.
I think I had also seen you play at Jane's. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Probably that same night. Didn't you have like a... Do you have a comedy song? Or am I making that up?
I do have
Am
a
I making
comedy
that
song.
up?
Yeah, no.
What would the title of that be?
It's called Pipe.
Can I hear it?
No,
it's not the
not
place?
here tonight.
Okay, next time.
Not right now, but one day
I think that's
it
the
will
one
come
that
out. Once I get desperate enough to make some money. I don't know. It's not really PG.
Okay, well, cut that.
But I'm happy you remembered that because that's like it's so funny.
Yeah,
Like, I play that song and like people always remember that song.
That's
It's
the
called
one I'm
Pipe.
thinking of,
I
right?
mean,
Yeah,
it's about plumbing.
right. No, I remember. I didn't forget that song.
Well, that's
I
that's
could
good.
picture being on the roof watching it.
Yeah, I'm happy I left an impression on you, and
It's right up my alley, bro.
yeah, just like the other night when I saw you play, it's like we make a lot of times in Nashville, we're making our first impressions on people through music,
That's
which
for
is
sure.
awesome
Yeah, that is for sure.
because it tells a lot about somebody, and that's part of being a musician is like putting yourself out there in front of people that a lot of times you don't even know, and you're bearing your soul.
Yep.
And
No, that's for sure.
yeah.
I associate people with their songs sometimes if I don't know them well enough.
especially locally here, because it's like sometimes I'll just be walking down the street out here in downtown, and like you hear a song coming, and I'm like, oh, I know that girl.
Oh yeah,
And it's almost like the
It is
radio.
cool.
It's like this like local soundtrack that exists, and
You're
it's been
Lightning
great.
100 is what we were talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. So the other night you had that place like dead quiet. It was incredible. I mean, they had the lighting set up, and we'll see if we can like patch a clip in or something. But it's called the Writer's House, and yeah, I
cool
really
spot.
enjoyed your set, and
They were
wanted to get you on
they
there.
were being quiet to hear if a fucking bone was gonna break. Oh, can I curse on here?
Oh yeah, you
I
can
should have
curse on
asked that.
Yeah. Anything you say on the Eddy Echo Show will be held in a court of law. It's all your decision. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah. So fucking no.
So hell yeah.
Yeah, that was my first time playing in a while because of my shoulder injury. So
Can you tell us
That
what
was
happened?
fun. I was skiing in Colorado and broke my shoulder. I fell back and dislocated it.
Oh.
I wasn't even skiing at the time is the worst part. We were like on the mountain, like taking a break. And I went to stand back up and just kind of lost balance and snapped my arm.
Oh man.
Broke it real bad, had surgery and screws and all that shit put in.
Really? When was that? When did that happen?
It was it happened in March, and I didn't find a doctor that was like capable to do this type of surgery. It took like 3 weeks to find a doctor who was
Wow.
able to do this.
Man,
type of
for a
shoulder
guy like
surgery.
you that spends so much time playing guitar and everything, I saw on your Instagram that you were playing a lot of keys and you had your arm in the sling. So were you still finding ways to write?
I was
Like-
trying to find ways to just like not think about my arm and like stay creative. And yeah, I called them one-armed ballads. So I was doing a bunch of random shit. But yeah, I would slowly try to pick up the guitar more and more. I just could not do it.
Wasn't that your first gig the other night since the broken arm?
Yeah, that was the first one.
Well, you look good, man. You wouldn't even
Thank you.
know.
That's what I'm here.
Got some screws in there. Got it
know.
all fixed up, and here we are. So,
Slowly getting there. Yeah.
well, let's jump into your first song.
Yeah, let's do it.
You can tell us a little bit about it if you want, or you can just let it
Sure.
speak for itself. Either way.
I'll do a little bit of both. It's called Make Amends. It'll be on my debut record. It's recently recorded. I cut a whole record basically live in Sam Phillips in Memphis.
Well, cool.
And it was an unbelievable experience, and we did a handful of tunes, this being one of them. All right, we'll do it. Key of E flat if you want to.
Cool, yeah, I'm gonna join in with you and do my best.
All right. I know I'm never home at night, 'cause I'm always on the road. You tell your friends about our fights, that shit should stay at home. Now you're giving me the go around, I'll call you on the phone. You see, why can't you be here? Well, baby, won't you please tell me you won't go? You got me on my knees, 'cause I don't wanna be alone. And I love it when you smile, but it's never back at me. Oh, baby, it's time. I think it's time we make amends. I hear you worry about the alcohol, 'cause I can be an angry drunk. If it comes a day for me to quit, would that be enough? Everybody standing on your side, maybe I'm in the wrong. Oh, I see, what am I doing here? And baby, won't you please tell me you won't go? You just got me on my knees, 'cause I don't wanna be alone. No, just love it when you smile, it's never back at me. Oh, baby, it's time. Baby, it's time. Baby, it is time. Time we make amends. It's time we make amends.
Awesome, dude.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. You're the
Dude,
first guy to
sounds
do
great.
the harmonica. What's that called? Playing it that way, like
The
is it
harp? I don't know. I just
well,
call
like the Neil Young contraption.
Yeah, the Bobby D style. I don't
Is that
know.
what it's called?
No, I don't know. I think it's just like a harp holder. I don't know.
Whoever invented that thing, I mean, genius.
I know. You get the multitaskers in the world.
Exactly. Did that take you a little bit to get used to doing that, or?
Bro, the first time I ever attempted it, so an ex-girlfriend bought me a harmonica because I wouldn't stop talking about, I want to play harmonica, it's going to fit for my music. She's like, okay, shut the fuck up, take me to dinner. Never took her to dinner. I'm thinking about the harp. I need the harp. And then for one of my Hanukkah presents, she got me a harmonica. Didn't get the holder. I don't know
So
what.
was this a while ago?
It's a while ago. This was 20, I don't know, Hanukkah of 2018, let's say.
Okay.
Got a harmonica.
It was a great Hanukkah for all.
It was a great Hanukkah. We ended up breaking up like a couple weeks later. Got the harp. Eventually, I got the holder. And I was at the time when she got me the harmonica, I was recovering from wisdom tooth surgery. Oh, wow. So like I couldn't play it. I'm like dying to play it. But either way, she didn't get me a holder, so I couldn't even hear it with the guitar, and that's what I wanted.
Lost the teeth, kept the wisdom.
That's what I'm talking about. Weisman.
Oh, yeah.
Weisman. So eventually, I'm like healed up enough to start playing out again. I'm living in Brooklyn at the time. And I was like, I'm playing harmonica. I haven't played it yet, but I'm like, I could fit it in this song of mine, I think. So like the first time I ever played it was like on stage at a show. Cool. Kind of recovering stuff from wisdom tooth surgery.
So where are you from originally? Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Bexley, Ohio. It's like a little suburb of Columbus.
And what years were you living in New York?
I moved there 2016, 2017.
Okay. I was there around the same time. I mean, I wonder if we ever crossed paths.
Where'd you live?
I lived in the East Village for a little while. Then I actually lived on Roosevelt Island with my mother. Yeah, you know where the tram is?
I know where it is.
Yeah, not many people know where it is. It's like where there's a big tram car. It's almost like a ski lift.
Way.
Yeah, people don't really know much about Roosevelt Island. It's an interesting place.
I never made it out there. I know. I mean, I can
nobody
picture
does.
where it
it's
is.
So quiet, but you're like right next to Manhattan, so it's kind of like
cool.
It was. I wasn't the coolest guy in Manhattan. I was living with my mom, and then after that,
honestly, I'm sure a lot of people are living with their moms.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was just lucky to in New York, honestly.
Yeah.
But then I went off on my own in Astoria for about a year, and that was great. Astoria.
Oh,
Queens.
Nice. Yeah, Astoria's great.
Where were you playing up in New York?
Man, all over. Rockwood, the Shrine, Pianos, Arlene's, Grocery.
All the same places,
Bowery.
Man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you do the Shrine?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where the harp story took place.
Really?
I had a residency there for 2.5 years.
No way.
I was always traveling from Bushwick to Harlem.
Nice. L Train warrior.
Dude, it was fucking rough, especially late nights, bro.
Yeah.
It's an hour and a half, 2 hours to get back.
But at least there'd be a food truck right when you got off.
Bodega 24 hours, chicken over rice.
Yeah, exactly.
Chopped cheese.
Yeah.
Bro, I miss it so much.
I know. So how long have you been living in Nashville?
I've been here like 2.5-ish years.
What's been the biggest adjustment, and what have been your favorite parts about Nashville?
Favorite parts, being able to like work with and collaborate with and like really talented writers and musicians is great. I produce artists as well.
Yeah.
Folk artists mainly. So tons of great people to like record and try out my microphones on. So,
exactly.
But
nerd talk.
Yeah.
I know you worked with Hugh G as well, which also I have. Shout out to Hugh G. He was our first
baby.
He was our first episode on the whole show.
I don't blame you. It's a great debut.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody knows Hugh. He's a local favorite.
When Hugh's in the room, you know Hugh's in the room.
Yeah, exactly. Where'd you guys meet?
I'm gonna have to say. Oh no, I know exactly where we met. We did So I was kind of newish to Nashville. I don't know, a few months, let's say. So I'm already playing like rounds and stuff like that, trying to get in. And I was speaking of Alley Taps, we were talking about that.
Yeah, right down the street.
Yep, I was doing a round at Alley Taps. And at the time, I'd played with only like people in the rounds were generally singer-songwriters or like some country dudes or whatever. And then in the round, there's Hugh G with a microphone, no instrument. I'm like, damn, what is about to go down?
Yeah. Exactly.
And he was in the middle of like me and whoever else was playing in the round. And Hugh, he stands up like it's his turn. I'm like, what is happening?
They bunch of folk songwriters.
They play a fat ass beat. He starts dancing. He's doing. I'm like, what is going? This is the greatest thing ever.
I know, seriously.
And it was like a great introduction to showing that man, there's a lot going on in Nashville. Like
there really is, and I've been here almost 5 years, and it just keeps changing more and more. And I love meeting people that are also coming from like New York or people coming from LA, and it seems like there really is a mass migration to here for artists, and it feels like an artist colony, which is what drew me here.
Yeah.
And like the point of this show is to kind of do a more organic, spotlight on people like yourself that can just sit down and no edits, no auto tune, straight talent. So,
Well, I'm glad to be a part of it. This is a cool.
Let's jump into another song.
Okay, let's do it. This is key of E. A newer song I've been working on. Let me peek at it. Okay.
What's this one called?
It's called "Smoking in the Rain."
Nice.
It's a cool tune. It's just like about a fucking just a broken man who's making the same mistakes over and over. He keeps smoking in the rain. It's just never gonna work, I guess. Try it. Let me know. 6 feet ain't so far away, so I show up here every day. I try to hide the pain, but that's like smoking in the rain. There's so much left unsaid. I just wake up with regret. Some flames are hard to tame. I'm smoking in the rain. I've tried to find a way to cope, like smoking dope, or go to church for hope. I just wish that I could find a light, but I know the rain would just put you out. Thought a cigarette a day could burn my sins away. It don't work that way, just like smoking in the rain. Try to find a way to know when to see the signs instead of wasting time. I just wish that I could find a light. I know the rain would just put you out. It's time to change my ways, and I'll just come here every day and say, I can outrun the pain when I'm smoking in the rain. I can outrun the pain when I'm smoking the rain.
Awesome, man. It does sound. It sounds like smoking in the rain.
Great.
Did you come up with the title first or the lyrics first?
Actually, a guy by the name of Dennis Cook came to me with that title, and he's like, I've had this title for 12 years and have never met the right dude to write it with. And then when he's like, met me, it was like, you're the guy or whatever. I don't know. So we sat down, he told me this title. I'm like, oh shit, that is really good. And we wrote that together. So one of the few co-writes I've done.
Were you doing many co-writes before Nashville?
Not really. I was
Neither
doing
was
a
I.
lot of production, and that's kind of the first step, at least with my production, is diving into the writing to make sure everyone's totally on board before cutting the tape and shit. Mm-hmm. But when I moved here, it's like,
Everybody's trying to write together.
yeah, I don't do it all the time now.
I'm the same way. Like
I do
it's
like
hard for me
solo
to.
writing.
I need to like really have like a friendship first before I can just like dive in. Like
Okay.
you know how you meet people here and they're like, "Hey, let's write together." Like let's.
Yeah, I could do that, and I have done that, but I think you find your tribe the more, you don't know until you write with someone, so I'm always willing to at least see what's up. But it is tough, too, like when you do play out and you don't know them or have heard them, they're like, oh, we should write together, and they get out their phone, like, when are you available? I'm just like, let me hear you first, like,
Yeah.
what's gonna go on here?
Yeah.
But yeah, I do still co-write every
I
now
have
and
some
then.
horror stories of co-writes.
Really?
Wow. Yeah.
Could you share one?
Here. One girl came in here and I won't say her name obviously, but she was like, "Well, I want to write a song called Slut Era."
It's a good title.
I know. I was like, "Oh, okay." So
You're like, I'm the perfect guy.
so you're coming to the end of the Slut Era or the beginning of it?
What did you say that? That's a good
Yeah.
question to ask.
Yeah, exactly.
What was her
She's
answer?
Like,
I'm
she's like, I'm in
curious.
the middle of it.
Middle of it. Whoa, what's her number? I mean, turn off the cameras. I'm single.
This guy's single.
That is a great title.
So what are you working on now? What's coming up next? And yeah, I know. Tell me a little bit about what you did in Memphis with that sounds pretty cool.
That was a lot of fun. Me and my buddy Brad Allen Williams, who I've known since Brooklyn days. He's a killer guitarist, producer, plays for like Brittany Howard, Nate Smith, all these great indie bands, jazz. And we got together in Memphis and just got some guys that we trusted, and I had a handful of strong songs that we wanted to try to make it feel like as real as possible, So we basically cut it live. Like I'm singing and playing live. Everyone's in the live room. And it was pretty magical.
That's cool.
It was at Sam Phillips, and there was an echo chamber from 1960s. So like
Wow.
most of the reverb on the record is like real natural reverb.
And was that like a band that you found in Memphis as well through your buddy?
2 Memphis players through Brad that he knew. And then I flew in my buddy Josh Bailey to play drums because Brad and I have done tons of work with him. And just to have a drummer that you could say, okay, do this, and is able to do it, and you don't feel weird, like kind of as bossing them around.
That's the dream way to make a record. I
was
can't say
amazing.
that I've done that yet, like a full live session. Like it's a very Memphis, Nashville way to do it. And it's kind of a dying
why I
art
wanted
form,
to do it.
so.
Yeah, it was really, and the board, if you want to nerd out a little bit, the board there, it was a brand new board they just got in. Like I'm talking weeks old. And it was straight from the Stax Museum,
Wow.
from Studio B at
Whoa.
Stax. And
So it was decades old, but it was weeks that they had
and
it. Yeah.
Scott Bomar, our engineer of the session, he was asked to, go back into this console and bring it back to life. And it's now housed at Sam Phillips in working use now. And I was like one of the first to kind of cut through it. Like Green Onions, like all these crazy songs were recorded through it.
Wow. Well, it's another thing I love about Nashville and Tennessee in general. It's kind of like, it's almost like a museum. It's like you're
Totally.
keeping this dying art form alive. Not
You
a dying
have
art
to.
form, but kind of like,
Yeah.
a changing art form in a changing world.
Totally.
And it's people used to make records a whole different way. And I think it's
Absolutely.
good. It's good for the musicianship to flex that muscle. And
Totally.
yeah. So is that up on Spotify and everything yet? Or?
No, just was mixed. So
Okay,
it's my
cool.
debut album.
Cool.
that I'm working on getting it totally finished, and then we'll put it out.
Nice, man.
So really excited about it.
All right. Well, let's just jump into your last song.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah.
That's right here. All right, last one. Dying to Take You Out is what it's called. And it's a song that I just wrote right before I moved to Nashville, and I guess every city I've lived in, there was songs I was working on writing at the time, and you're playing them out all over, and whenever I think of those songs, I think of where I was living at the time or wherever I was playing, And this song definitely is my Nashville era tune. It feels like. So it's always.
Well, we're here. We're in the Nashville
That's
era
what I'm
right
saying.
now for
It's,
Shane and Eddy. So.
All right, comes in right on that 6 minor if you want to join in. Stop holding back your breath, 'cause it's clear you want out. We've got one last night alone. Let's not spend it on our phones. Say we hit the town. You leave tomorrow in that rusty two-door van, and where you decide to go, that's somewhere I don't know. Just go where you can. Take you out just before you go. I wanna take you. I'm dying to take you out. Said before you go. I wanna take you downtown. Is where we'll go. We'll take the train down below, and I can forget about the lies I see stuck in your eyes, and just enjoy the night. Best put on your powder dress. I'll grab my blazer and my vest. We can dance the night away like we did at 28. Then we can say goodbye. Could say goodbye. Take you out just before you go. I wanna take you. I'm dying to take you out. Said before you go. I wanna take you. Come on, Eddy.
Weisman.
Mr. Eddy Echo.
Can you spell out your name for everybody too?
Yeah. Shane, like the movie. Weisman.
Cool. So where can the people find you?
You can find me on all the places you find people. It's everything's under my name. You could also find me at Hanukkah organizations, I guess, you know?
Out here?
Probably not out here, but...
Wherever you go, people will find you.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that I found you in person somewhere.
Dude, I'm glad we linked up.
I know. This has been great.
That was fun.
And I appreciate you coming on. This has been the Eddy Echo Show with Mr. Shane Weisman. And that's a wrap.
Thanks, Eddy.
Hi everyone, my name's Mervin. I'm usually behind the scenes at the Eddy Echo Show, but hey, thanks for watching this episode with us. If you enjoyed this artist's music and you would like to follow them, check out their links down in the video description. If you would like to join a community of fellow artists and creatives around Nashville and the world, be sure to check out Nashville Pop and Chaz's community, also linked down in the video description. Lastly, if you want to be in an upcoming episode of the Eddy Echo Show, we'd love to hear from you. Check out our casting call, linked in the video description below. Stay tuned and we'll see you next week.